What's life like for the Chrisley children in 2025? After years of public ups and downs, Todd and Julie Chrisley's 5 kids are facing new challenges and major life changes. From divorces and new relationships to dealing with family tragedy, each of them is navigating a difficult path. Let's take a closer look at where they are now and what's next for the Chrisley kids. Lindsay Chrisley, Todd Chrisley, star of the reality TV show Chrisley Knows Best, has had a tumultuous and complicated family life that has been frequently spotlighted in the media. One of the most significant aspects of Todd's personal life is his relationship with his first child, daughter Lindsay Chrisley, whom he shares with his ex-wife, Teresa Terry. Lindsay was born on September 17, 1989, in South Carolina. As the eldest child of Todd and Teresa, Lindsay has always been a prominent figure in the Chrisley family narrative. She graduated from Georgia State University in 2012 with a degree in marketing, which marked the beginning of her professional journey outside the realm of reality television. In 2012, the same year she graduated, Lindsay married Will Campbell, a man she had been in a relationship with for several years. The two went on to have a son, Jackson Campbell, who quickly became an important part of the Chrisley family story. Jackson's birth brought joy to Lindsay and Will, and the young family was featured on the first few seasons of Chrisley Knows Best. However, the couple's relationship began to show cracks over time, and in 2021, they announced their divorce. This marked a significant turning point in Lindsay's life as she faced the end of her marriage while also navigating a strained relationship with her father, Todd. Lindsay's estrangement from Todd became one of the most publicized aspects of her life. Despite being a central figure in the early seasons of Chrisley Knows Best, Lindsay chose to distance herself from the family after Todd and his wife, Julie, were embroiled in legal issues. In 2019, the couple was indicted on charges of tax evasion and bank fraud, leading to an investigation that rocked their family dynamic. Todd, in particular, became vocal about his belief that Lindsay had played a role in fueling the investigation. During an interview with People TV's Reality Check-In 2021, Todd suggested that Lindsay had been a catalyst for the investigation, accusing her of spreading negative stories about the family through various media outlets. This accusation only deepened the divide between father and daughter, and the Chrisley family found themselves further divided by the public fallout. As Lindsay faced the end of her marriage, Todd expressed his feelings of hurt and disappointment. He openly admitted that he didn't foresee a reconciliation with his daughter, even though he wished her nothing but the best. "The hurt is still there," Todd said, acknowledging the deep emotional impact of the rift. He went on to say, "I'm not looking to intrude in Lindsay's life. We're leading a very full life, and I wish nothing but the greatest joys and blessings for Lindsay and for Jackson." Todd's comments highlighted the complexity of their relationship and his struggle to come to terms with the estrangement. However, in 2022, Todd and Lindsay began to heal their relationship. The catalyst for their reconciliation was Lindsay's divorce from Will Campbell. This period of personal upheaval allowed Lindsay to reconnect with her family, and the Chrisley family came together for the first time to discuss the years-long estrangement. In a poignant episode of Chrisley Confessions on Podcast One, Lindsay joined Todd, Julie, and her sister Savannah to openly discuss the family's struggles and the publicized fight that had caused such division. This conversation marked a significant step toward healing for Lindsay and her family as they acknowledged the pain and misunderstandings that had led to their separation. In June 2023, Lindsay shared with the public that both she and her ex-husband, Will, were seeing new people. This was a sign of Lindsay's ongoing journey toward moving forward in her life after the end of her marriage. Just a month later, Lindsay introduced her new boyfriend, Trent, on Instagram, giving fans a glimpse into her life after divorce. While it appeared that Lindsay was starting a new chapter, the relationship with Trent ultimately came to an end in January 2024. Lindsay's breakup with Trent was handled with grace, as sources close to her revealed that there was no infidelity involved in the decision to split. Lindsay is taking time to process the events that unfolded and focusing on healing to be the best version of herself, a source shared with People. The end of her relationship with Trent was framed as a moment of personal growth, with Lindsay prioritizing her own healing and well-being. Chrisley. Kyle Chrisley is known primarily as the second child of Todd Chrisley, star of the reality TV show Chrisley Knows Best, and his first wife, Teresa Terry. Born on August 29, 1991, in South Carolina, Kyle grew up in the spotlight due to his family's fame. Although he initially appeared on Chrisley Knows Best during its first season, his presence on the show diminished in subsequent seasons as his relationship with his father became strained and they became estranged for several years. In the early years of the Chrisley family's public life, Kyle was a key figure on the reality show, often shown alongside his father, Todd, and his siblings. However, after season 1, Kyle stepped back from the limelight and the family dynamic shifted. His estrangement from his father was largely attributed to personal issues, including his struggles with substance abuse and legal troubles. This period of distance led to significant tension between Kyle and Todd, which played out off-screen as the Chrisleys continued to garner media attention. One of the most significant aspects of Kyle's life is his daughter, Chloe, who has been under the care of Todd and his wife, Julie, for many years. Chloe has appeared frequently on Chrisley Knows Best, and viewers have followed her relationship with Todd and Julie as her primary caregivers. The situation surrounding Chloe's custody has been complex. Kyle's ex-girlfriend, Angela Johnson, Chloe's mother, has been absent from her daughter's life for a significant period. In fact, as of 2017, Angela voluntarily surrendered her parental rights to Todd and Julie, making them Chloe's legal parents. Despite this, Johnson made public statements in December 2022, claiming her intention to go back to court to regain custody of Chloe. These claims were quickly dismissed by the Chrisley family's attorney, Jessica Doyle, who emphasized that Johnson's parental rights had been terminated long ago and that she had not had any contact with Chloe since 2015. In addition to his role as Chloe's father, Kyle has also made headlines for his personal struggles and his eventual reconciliation with Todd. In 2019, Todd and his wife Julie faced serious legal issues when they were indicted on charges of tax evasion. Despite the long-standing estrangement between Kyle and his father, he publicly supported Todd during this time. He also retracted previous statements he had made about Todd's finances, claiming that his past accusations had been influenced by his drug addiction. In a Facebook post, Kyle wrote, "I can't take it back, so I'm telling you now with a clear mind, my mom and dad have done nothing wrong." This marked a significant moment in his journey of recovery and healing, as Kyle admitted to lying about his father in the past and expressed his desire to mend their relationship. He also shared that he had gotten sober and was in a better place in his life. "Today, I am sober. I am working, and I am at a good place in my life," he wrote, signaling his commitment to making amends. Kyle's reconciliation with his father was depicted on Chrisley Knows Best during the 2021 season finale when Todd received a call from Kyle, who expressed his desire to meet up and repair their fractured relationship. In a confessional, Todd expressed his emotions upon hearing his son's voice after such a long time. The moment marked a hopeful step in their relationship, with both father and son cautiously navigating their way back to one another. However, Kyle's life has continued to be turbulent. On March 13, 2023, he was arrested in Smyrna, Tennessee, on charges of aggravated assault. The incident stemmed from a physical altercation with a supervisor at his workplace, Penske Truck Rental. According to reports, Kyle allegedly brandished a fixed blade during the confrontation, prompting his arrest. The following day, he voluntarily appeared for booking procedures and was transported to the Rutherford County Adult Detention Center, where his bond was set at $3,000. This arrest is another chapter in Kyle's complex history, which has included substance abuse, legal issues, and family struggles. Chase Chrisley. Chase Chrisley, born on June 1, 1996 in South Carolina, is the oldest child of Todd and Julie Chrisley. He grew up in the public eye as part of the highly popular reality TV series Chrisley Knows Best, which chronicles the family's lavish lifestyle and unique dynamics. As a key figure in the show, Chase quickly became a household name, capturing the attention of viewers with his charm, wit, and at times, rebellious nature. His journey, however, extends beyond reality TV and showcases a personal evolution that has unfolded both on-screen and behind the scenes. Chase's early years in the spotlight were shaped by the success of Chrisley Knows Best, where viewers watched him grow from a teenager into a young adult. The fame that came with the show had a profound impact on his life, and in 2020 he reflected on how the experience affected him. "It definitely changed our lives entirely," Chase told people. "It forced us to grow up fast. I know I've made my fair share of mistakes, and learning how to bounce back and just grow from each mistake, it's a little bit different because every time we screw up, it's in the public eye." His candidness about the pressures of growing up in the public eye revealed the challenges that come with living under constant scrutiny. It wasn't always easy, and Chase has faced his own set of obstacles, including navigating the intense glare of fame while trying to maintain a sense of normalcy. In addition to his role on Chrisley Knows Best, Chase also starred in the spin-off series Growing Up Chrisley, which premiered in 2019. The series, which also featured his younger sister, Savannah, focused on the siblings' lives as they navigated adulthood, career ambitions, and relationships, all while still being part of the famous Chrisley family. This spin-off allowed Chase to explore his own identity outside of his role in the main show and gave fans a deeper look into his evolving journey. Chase's career took another significant turn in 2020 when he launched his own luxury candle line, the Chase Chrisley Collection. The launch of the candle line marked an important milestone for Chase as it allowed him to establish his own brand and venture into the business world. His entrepreneurial spirit was on full display, and the line was a success, adding another layer to his growing portfolio. Despite the glamour of television fame and business ventures, Chase's personal life was equally as eventful. In early 2020, he began dating Emmy Metters, and their relationship quickly became a focal point on Chrisley Knows Best. Their relationship was not without its challenges, as they briefly split in 2021 before reconciling in April 2022. Their on-again, off-again dynamic played out in front of the cameras, with Chase contemplating a proposal to Emmy during Season 3 of Chrisley Knows Best. In one memorable episode, Emmy told Chase that they would need to be engaged before she would move in with him, prompting him to purchase a diamond engagement ring. However, in a moment of reflection, his mother, Julie, suggested that the couple might not be ready for marriage just yet. Despite the uncertainty, Chase and Emmy continued their relationship, and in October 2022, he took a major step by proposing to her. Chase's proposal to Emmy was nothing short of grandiose. On October 5, 2022, he rented out First Horizon Park in Nashville, Tennessee, a 12,000-seat stadium for the special occasion. In a romantic gesture, Chase had 175,000 rose petals arranged in the shape of a heart on the field. He presented Emmy with a 3.5-carat oval diamond ring, and the moment was captured for the cameras as Chase spoke to people about how perfect the night was. "There's no doubt I want to spend the rest of my life with Emmy. We can't wait to build a family together," he said, sharing his excitement about the future. Their engagement was met with much fanfare, and many fans were thrilled to see Chase's commitment to Emmy. However, just months later, the couple's engagement came to an unexpected end. In July 2023, Chase and Emmy announced their breakup. The news came on the heels of a turbulent period for the Chrisley family, as Todd and Julie Chrisley were serving their prison sentences. The couple had been convicted of bank fraud and tax evasion in November 2022, a situation that dramatically impacted the family. Chase addressed the public scrutiny surrounding his parents' legal issues for the first time in December 2022. Speaking on Savannah's podcast, Unlocked, he emphasized the difficulty of the situation, stating, "I don't owe the public an explanation. I don't need to explain how I feel to anybody other than the people that I care about and that I love." He acknowledged the immense hardship his family was enduring, but also expressed his desire to find positivity amid the challenges. "Obviously, what we have been going through is hell. It is a terrible, terrible situation. But I have to try and find the good even in the darkest time," Chase said, offering a glimpse into his emotional state during such a trying period. Savannah Chrisley. Savannah Chrisley, born on August 11, 1997 in Atlanta, Georgia, is one of the most well-known members of the Chrisley family. The daughter of Todd and Julie Chrisley, she grew up in the spotlight alongside her siblings, and her journey from a young pageant queen to a successful TV personality has captivated audiences for years. While her life has been marked by family drama, personal triumphs, and emotional challenges, Savannah has consistently proven herself to be a resilient and compassionate individual who is determined to create her own path in life. Savannah's early life was shaped by the love and support of her close-knit family. Her upbringing in the Chrisley household was one that involved frequent appearances on the family's hit reality show, Chrisley Knows Best, which began airing in 2014. This show, which highlights the family's high society lifestyle and Todd's over-the-top parenting style, provided Savannah with the opportunity to showcase her personality, charm, and personal growth in front of millions of viewers. However, long before becoming a reality TV star, Savannah was focused on building her future outside of the limelight. Savannah moved to Nashville after high school to attend Lipscomb University, but she later transferred to Belmont University, where she graduated. Her educational journey in Nashville was an important step in her pursuit of independence, but it wasn't long before she found herself in the midst of her pageant career. At just 17 years old, Savannah made a name for herself when she was crowned Miss Tennessee Teen USA in 2015. This victory set the stage for what would be an exciting career in the public eye, leading to various media opportunities and increasing her visibility both in Tennessee and beyond. Savannah's time on Chrisley Knows Best was just one part of her larger life narrative. She also starred in the spin-off series Growing Up Chrisley, which premiered in 2019. This show followed Savannah and her older brother Chase as they navigated adulthood while still under the watchful eye of their famous father. As a young adult trying to balance family, career, and personal growth, Savannah's relatable struggles resonated with many viewers. Her journey on the show revealed her ambition, her dedication to her family, and her quest to define her identity beyond the reality TV cameras. In terms of her love life, Savannah's relationship with professional hockey player Nick Chrisley was one of the most publicized aspects of her personal life. The couple became engaged in 2019, and their engagement was featured on Chrisley Knows Best. However, in 2020, they called off their engagement and parted ways. This breakup, while difficult, was a moment of personal growth for Savannah. She reflected on their time together and later paid tribute to Chrisley after his untimely death in a motorcycle accident in 2023. In a heartfelt Instagram post, Savannah shared her grief, writing, "You left such a mark on this world and it's so empty without you. I am so sad and so numb. I don't want to believe it. I am and will always be a better person because I knew you, because I loved you and was loved by you." Her words captured the depth of her sorrow, and she expressed how much Chrisley had meant to her. As Savannah faced the heartbreak of losing her former fiancé, she was also grappling with the fallout from her parents' legal issues. Todd and Julie Chrisley were convicted in 2022 on charges of bank fraud and tax evasion, and they began serving their respective prison sentences in January 2023. For Savannah, this period marked another major turning point in her life. Despite the immense strain of dealing with her parents' legal challenges, Savannah stepped up to care for her younger brother, Grayson, and her niece, Chloe, whom Todd and Julie had adopted. She took on the responsibility of being a positive role model for them, even as she was navigating her own personal struggles. On her podcast, Unlocked, Savannah spoke about the weight of her new role, saying, "I have to be a positive role model for Chloe and Grayson. No matter how hard it gets, I have to show up." Savannah's dedication to her family was further emphasized in February 2023, when she visited her father, Todd, in prison for the first time. Her experience left her feeling hopeful and stronger than ever, and she shared with her podcast listeners that the visit gave her so much hope and restored strength. She believed that the difficult experiences her family was going through were not in vain, and that they would ultimately have a greater purpose. "This isn't the end," she said, "and I know that they're going through what they're going through for us to make a difference, for us to make a change. Because whether this appeal works or not, they're still coming out with a story." Savannah's strength and resilience continued to shine through as she looked ahead to her future. In the spring of 2023, she teased her upcoming tell-all book, promising it would be true, authentic, heartfelt, laughter, sadness, mistakes, growth, Jesus. This book was expected to offer readers an inside look at her life, struggles, and triumphs, all told from her own perspective. As Savannah worked to heal from her personal losses and manage the challenges of her family's legal situation, she also began to explore new relationships. In September 2023, a source confirmed that Savannah was dating Robert Shiver, a former football player who had survived a near-death experience after his ex-wife allegedly plotted to have him murdered. The relationship came as Savannah was still processing her own grief, but it also marked a potential new chapter in her life. Grayson Chrisley. Grayson Chrisley, the youngest child of Todd and Julie Chrisley, was born on May 16, 2006, in Georgia. As the baby of the family, Grayson has grown up in the public eye, with his life unfolding on Chrisley Knows Best alongside his famous parents and siblings. Over the years, he has become a familiar face to fans of the show, but Grayson's journey has not been without its challenges, and his time on television has been just one aspect of his complex, evolving life. Grayson's childhood was largely defined by his involvement with his family's reality series, which has been a central part of the Chrisley's brand since its debut in 2014. However, despite being part of the show for all 10 seasons, Grayson has made it clear that he has a complicated relationship with the series. In a candid interview on his sister Savannah's podcast, Unlocked, Grayson admitted that he had never actually watched an episode of Chrisley Knows Best. "I don't think it's interesting," he confessed, explaining that he didn't have much of a choice when it came to appearing on the show in his younger years. "I didn't really have a choice," was how he described his role in the family's reality TV endeavors. While this revelation may come as a surprise to fans who've watched him grow up on screen, it sheds light on Grayson's desire to maintain a sense of normalcy away from the cameras. Sports have always been a major part of Grayson's life, and his passion for baseball is often evident in his social media posts. Whether he's sharing pictures from games or updates on his training, it's clear that sports are a significant outlet for him. Despite his involvement with the family's show, Grayson has often sought to carve out a space for himself outside of the reality TV spotlight, and baseball has provided him with an escape and an area where he could focus on personal growth and discipline. Grayson's appearance in the 2016 film Sharknado 4, The Fourth Awakens, was a unique moment in his young career, allowing him to play a fictionalized version of himself. His appearance in the film was in line with his family's tradition of embracing unusual opportunities, but it also demonstrated his willingness to step outside the typical bounds of reality TV. While acting wasn't Grayson's primary focus, his involvement in the Sharknado franchise highlighted his ability to embrace fun and unexpected experiences while maintaining his love for sports and privacy. However, Grayson's life has been marked by significant personal challenges, especially as the Chrisley family faced a series of legal battles. The family's ongoing issues related to the conviction of Todd and Julie on charges of bank fraud and tax evasion have had a profound impact on Grayson. In a July 2022 episode of Chrisley Confessions, Todd discussed the emotional toll these challenges had on Grayson, describing him as the sweetest child with the most tender heart. Todd explained how Grayson's sensitivity made him vulnerable in a world that could be unforgiving. When you have someone that has a heart like Grayson in a world like where we live right now, you have to be very careful with someone that is that sensitive, Todd said, reflecting on how difficult it was to watch his son navigate such difficult circumstances. In November 2022, just days before his parents were sentenced to prison, Grayson was involved in a serious car accident. The accident occurred when he drove into the back of a stopped vehicle, and he sustained injuries that required medical attention. The Metropolitan Nashville Police Department confirmed the incident, and Todd later shared more details on Chrisley Confessions, describing how he found Grayson on a stretcher in the back of an ambulance. He recalled the overwhelming relief he felt when he saw his son crying but alive, expressing gratitude for his safety amid a traumatic moment. The accident was a stark reminder of how quickly things can change, adding another layer of stress to the already challenging circumstances that Grayson was enduring as his family faced legal turmoil. Grayson's emotional state continued to evolve as his parents began their prison sentences in January 2023. As his family dealt with the fallout from the legal case, Grayson found himself struggling to process the situation. His sister Savannah shared on her podcast that Grayson was having a hard time reconciling the image of his parents in prison with the loving, protective figures he had always known. Grayson is 16 years old, and there's so much growth going on with him right now, Savannah said, emphasizing how difficult it was for her to witness the emotional toll the situation had on her younger brother. Grayson himself later expressed his feelings of bitterness and confusion. On Savannah's podcast, Unlocked, he explained that while he knew his parents wanted him to live his life, it was still difficult to balance his own personal growth with the weight of their legal struggles. "It's not that I don't want to go, but I'm also 17, Grayson said, speaking about his visits to see his parents in prison. "It's also hard because Mom and Dad tell you gotta live your life. And then when you don't go, you still feel bad even though they said that, even though you know they understand." In his words, Grayson revealed a deep internal conflict. He wanted to be there for his parents and show his love and support. But the burden of their absence and the strain of the situation took an emotional toll. The complexities of growing up in such a high-profile family, especially under these difficult circumstances, were weighing heavily on Grayson. What do you think about the current lives of Chrisley's 5 children? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.